and gentlemen, allow us to reintroduce your hosts, Malcolm the Milkman Noel, and Scott, the visionary home.
This is the show where life and sports collide.
Monday night lights and the ball comes alive. The bass getting loud while the fans all arrive. From the rink to the field to the court where it's loud. Breaking down the plays while we rocking with the crowd. Wall-to-wall TV showing every big play. Half-price wings while the highlights replay. 650 well shots got the whole place vibing. The staff in the city keep the whole ball thriving. Off the bench, where the real talk lives. Off the bench, where the whole bar is. Off the bench, every week we bring that heat. Grab a drink and take a seat. Malcolm the Milkman, Noel the Milkman always delivers. Scott the visionary, home with the taste you might shiver. Talking sports, talking life, yeah, the stories refresh. When the game meets the moment. We go off the bench. 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 The bench.
What up?
What's up?
I'm Malcolm the Milkman.
Scott the Visionary Hone. Welcome to Off the Bench.
Let's get off
the bench.
Episode 33.
34?
34.
We're working on it.
We always get the numbers wrong.
We're so bad at this.
Yeah.
Hey. I recently got punched in the head a bunch.
True.
You're about to get punched in the head a bunch.
True.
Or not. We'll see.
So obviously this episode's coming out randomly because it's on a Saturday now that this is coming out compared to our normal rotation where it's either it comes out on Monday or Wednesday.
Yeah.
This is Saturday. So like,
let's switch it up. I think we got to do some weird.
Let's switch it up. Let's switch it up.
Yeah. Get off that chair. Get out of here.
Oh, this is weird.
Oh, you made to switch mics too, so the audio goes to the right place?
No.
Nah, we'll just we'll fix it in post. That's what they say, right?
We can always fix it.
I say they, I mean you'll.
Yeah, I am them.
All right, now you're in the hot seat.
This is weird. The lighting hits different on the side.
Right? I know. It's great.
Damn.
Oh, yeah, it does. This is, I don't know how I feel with this. Anyway,
Okay.
let's get into it. So you're about to get in the ring, but let's bring it back. Let's find out more about you. So
I guess it's true.
The people got to know.
What's up?
You are the owner operator of Milky Way Apparel.
Yes, Sam.
Our fantastic sponsor. Yeah, we
Shout
got
out.
some sweet swag.
Yeah.
I love these new shirts. They're amazing.
Appreciate that.
Plus, like, I don't know if anyone really read what's on the back of my shirt. What's on the back of our shirt, but it's from the heart. It's from us.
It's true.
So I love it. But tell us about Milky Way. What got that started?
That's fun. During 2020, when the whole world collapsed, whether you're from Canada, Japan, Russia, everyone was affected by COVID-19. So once things started opening up later in that year, during the football season, we're all trying to get back into sports, and I ended up going to Collins Formal Wear, and I saw this pink bright sweater. It was a kangaroo pink sweater. And I was like, I want that, but I don't want the kangaroo on the shirt. It was like, I don't resonate with the kangaroo. Yeah. It doesn't do anything for me. So at the time, my brother-in-laws, they weren't brother-in-laws at the time, but they were there. They were working there. So I reached out to them. It's like, I want a pink sweater, but I want to put something on it. Yeah. They're like, well, what do you want to put on it? And I went through like numerous things. I was like, I put Milkman on there. And I was just like, and then it's like I kept being resonated with like the concept of Nike.
Yeah.
Right. So then, the whole joke is I'm the Milkman. So I was like, how can I flip Nike, make it local and make it still a part of me? So I ended up putting milked.
I'm laughing because I know, for starters, I didn't know that whole story, but I have a pink milk sweater.
Yes. You have an OG. You have an OG.
Yeah, I got an OG.
Yeah. So that was when I used to work with Collins Formal Wear to like design a lot of my shirts
Yeah.
and sweaters.
I gotta
So,
bust that out and bring it out.
so I've improved dramatically since then.
I know, but we still gotta bust that
It's
old.
true. So yeah, so Milked Man started Milked, and then that was like one of the OGs. And I started going to like Krabby Joe's downtown in London, Ontario. And I had random people coming up to me. It's like, yo, that's a sick sweater. That's a sick sweater. And I was just like, thanks. Cool. And, like, I
Nothing
literally
to
just,
do with us being trapped in our houses for so long.
no, like it's possible. So after a while, it was like getting to the point where it's like, yo, can I get a sweater? I was like, yeah, like sure. So I ended up finding talking to Collins and trying to work a partnership and kind of work a deal to make things work out. And next thing you know, within like the first few months, I had people messaging me on Instagram being like, yo, I want a sweater, how much? And I'll be like, this, and it was like, send me your address and I'll deliver it to your house.
Yeah.
So that's what literally
Like hand delivered.
started it. And like I'm gonna do a huge shout out to like one of the people who kind of did force me to take the next step and actually started as a real company, and that's Rory Mitchell.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for Rory Mitchell, I wouldn't have taken that next step to start a Shopify, look for different enterprises and other ways to go about it. And then once that was done, another huge shout out to Tyrone Berry,
Yeah.
who taught me a little bit of things with the camera. So then I had, I learned how to, build a POS, market it. And I did go to school for marketing, and I kind of put it all together. And that's how Milky Way is. And because of that, now we have Off the Bench.
Right. I love it. I can't say enough. Every time you put new stuff out there, I'm like, man, I want that.
I got you.
Like, I just remember the adventure when I first moved and trying to get stuff to my new address when I didn't have a buzzer code.
Oh my God.
That was a nightmare.
Yes.
Now I've smartened up and just send it to my parents' house.
Unfortunately, because of how I do my distribution, if I can't get access to my drivers, can't deliver it to you.
Yeah.
It becomes a hassle. So,
but it's okay. We're moving.
Yeah, for sure.
Progress. But no, it's crazy how you started that, and like shout out to everybody that pushed you to get it going.
For sure.
Because you just gave a shout out to Rory Mitchell.
Yep.
Who also has a podcast.
Yep.
Who was your first opponent?
And when I went to a boxing match,
in Fight to End.
Yep.
So you guys are just like, it's like that connection piece.
Yeah.
Which is like it'll always be entwined now.
Yes.
And
he'll always live rent free in my brain.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So, and then the other great thing is like during that time, I was also working for Hutton House.
Yeah.
So, and the one thing that, you were also worked at Hutton House and other ventures is that one, nonprofits don't get enough recognition, and they don't get enough donorships. And
you can never have enough.
They have to go through the government to get more donations, and then it becomes liberals versus conservatives and blah blah.
Oh, exactly. Every election, you're like, okay, are they going to cut funding to this program? Are they going to? Because everybody's worried about this, and other things, and like you don't know what they're going to do.
So the one thing that my goal is to keep growing the Milky Way Apparel, so then it can also fund nonprofits like Hutton House, for example, because obviously Hutton House, soft spot in my heart. Shout out to all the team out there. They definitely helped me move forward in my career, and without them, I wouldn't be where I am today.
Yeah, it's an amazing group of people, and I'm actually so thankful for my experience with that. Because having that experience working with a nonprofit changes your perspective on everything.
Especially how you work in corporate world again.
Exactly, because like you're going in and being like, oh right, I can do this, but I can also be a good person while I'm doing it.
Exactly. It's not always about the numbers. It's also figuring out the impact you have on other people.
Exactly. And that's why we're doing that's why we've got this podcast going. We're doing these charity events.
Yeah.
working with people that are fantastic people
True.
and are doing things for the right reason.
True. Actually, to that sentiment, the hat that I'm wearing, it's actually a Gradium company. It's basically a landscape company that kind of started in London and it's kind of like exploded. But the actual meaning is seed. And as a small company, this kind of resonates with me. So like I want
Yeah,
to do a huge shout out to them as they keep growing and keep making an impact in the landscape industry.
that's amazing. I that's funny because I've seen you wear that hat and I've just like, it's a hat, but like because you're a tall person, I don't see the logo that often.
Fair, fair. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
So and then
I-
there you go.
Oh yeah, there you
Yeah.
go. Perfect.
So shout out to them.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit more about what you're. Okay, I realize I'm also part of this podcast, but like I'm gonna say like 86, 87% of the brains of the operation, all the technical stuff, most of all of the marketing is you.
Yeah.
So you're doing a lot.
Yeah.
Uh, tell me what the podcast means to you.
You know what? That's a really good question. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't know what to expect. Um, going and checking out Going for Two when they used to be here, when they would record weekly, or going to their private studio and recording with them. I got that bug to like I wanted to be on a podcast and I want to own my own kind of. So I did talk to them at one point about venturing off and like having a side show from them.
Well, I know you've done a couple podcasts.
And like it a great example of like being on a podcast and starting one is it's very similar to what you just experienced in a boxing ring.
Yeah.
The anxiety of not sure if people are gonna like you. You know what I
Sometimes
mean?
they boo.
Making the other thing that's really, really tough is understanding that you may hate your own voice.
Yeah.
That is
Honestly, not a lot of people like their own voice.
it's true. It's hard because when you're editing your own voice.
Yeah.
So a lot of it was like trying to get over those challenges.
Yeah.
But now I'm at the point, and I think you can agree to this, is that the people now who are resonating with our podcast, and like whether it's from our football weekly updates to like our boxing venture that we just like segued into. A lot of people are saying like they appreciate what we're doing and we're building awareness and the fact that we're growing.
Yeah. I actually at the fight I got recognized like, "Oh, you're on the podcast." I'm like, "Sure am."
It's a cool feeling and I
Yeah.
get it now. And like
Like you're out there. Oh, I guess I am.
yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
Like I have people I know are like, "Oh yeah, your reel popped up in my like just popped up." I'm like,
Yeah.
"Cool."
Yeah. It's kind of cool. And like now that I've dived down, I'm starting to change a lot of it because at the start of it was a lot. So
Yeah.
I did rely a lot on an AI. And I'm not gonna lie about that.
Yeah.
And now that I'm dialing down, trying to make sure things are fine tuned, there's people out there, and I'm gonna do a random shout out to Tara, who recently slid into my DM on
Oh, God.
TikTok. Like there's random
Yeah.
people out there who are like who are reaching out. So like we're on TikTok, we're on Instagram. Yeah. You're on TikTok, we're on YouTube, we're on Instagram. Yeah, we're on everything. But it means a lot. It means that, it's not just our opinions, but what we feel and what we think about. People are resonating with it, and we have viewers every week. It keeps growing, and the amount of impact that we're having on the community, and people who want to come out and actually share their story.
Yeah.
We talked about MS, we've talked about referee side. We like not a lot of people have had the network that we can build with
Yeah.
having a podcast.
It's honestly it's kind of a cool feeling like knowing that you're actually like saying things and like now we're realizing that like okay when we say stuff it actually matters.
Yeah.
And people are listening and you don't know who's listening.
For sure.
It's so weird. Like we just say things, and like I've never really thought about it how like our podcast
Mhm.
can get so many viewers, countless, at least like 30 plus.
Yeah,
But
we're still growing.
yeah, exactly. But I don't get anxiety doing this for some reason. But like for the fight, it's just different. It was totally different.
Um,
Also, no one's gonna jump out of the bushes and
that too.
punch me in the head during this.
Maybe me, but
Yeah. Wow.
the one thing that is Shane, my buddy Shane, he definitely contacted me, and he's like, the one thing that he loves about our podcast is he feels like there's a chair right next to us,
Yeah.
and he's having the exact same conversation that we would have if it was at his house,
Yeah.
or if I was at his house, or we were all at a bar. These are all the same things that we're all talking about. But now he can be at work and be like, yo, I was thinking the exact same thing, and being able to like express that and being like, yo, fill in those gaps when we have those pauses, and like
Yeah.
they can have a conversation. And next thing you know, we're butting that.
Oh, I have that. Sometimes I'll listen back to it, and then you'll be talking, and then I'll be like, in my head, I'll be thinking something, and then your co-host will say something, and I'll be like, man, that's exactly what I'm thinking. It's crazy.
It's funny, right? It's
Yeah.
always fun to listen to that podcast, and it's hard for me too, because once I edit it, like I'm in my lab for
Yeah.
hours fine tuning it, so like it makes it hard for me to like watch it on YouTube or listen to it on Spotify. Shout out to those.
The hardest part is writing the whole script. You actually write all of this out beforehand.
Improv. Come on. I don't got that much time.
No.
My wife would kill me. Sheesh.
Could you imagine trying to like actually write this?
Oh my God. Yeah, no. Improv.
Could you imagine trying to get me to stick to a script?
No, you barely. Yeah, no, that's not happening.
All right. So, right, and I'm interviewing you.
Yes.
So, I had my fight.
Mhm.
We got an episode coming out about that later on. But before we get into that,
Mhm.
you've got your fight coming up
May 9th.
today when this comes out,
Yep,
May 9th.
Yep.
What are you thinking? Tell me what you're thinking this time around, because I know this is your third fight.
Yep.
You've had Fight the End. You did Punch Out last year. You were at RBC Place. Then you were at Music Hall.
Yep.
And this show is going to be a lot more intimate.
Yep.
So, like, what are your thoughts on this show coming up?
It's definitely going to be different. I'm not going to lie. And what I mean by different, it's like this whole experience has been different.
Yeah.
This year has been a whirlwind, and I can't like I had to start it from the beginning. It's like I'll just do a huge shout out to Pesque Scenario for sponsoring me this year. This is the first year being sponsored by a fighter, so now
he's over there. That's me, guys.
This is the first year I've actually been sponsored by a fighter, and like I feel like the expectation has been risen, where like I can't let my sponsor down.
Yeah.
Max. So like it's one of those things where it's just like now I'm trying even harder because I have someone sponsoring me forward. It's not just family. It's like someone's taking their hard-earned money through their company and pushing me forward.
Just
so
slap a sticker on you and call that man marketing.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But
But yeah, no, I get being like, oh man, a business wants to be like, hey, that guy's ours.
Yeah. Not ours, but like we respect that individual.
Yeah. But like they want to put a label on you being like they want to be connected.
Yeah.
Like
it's like getting drafted in the NFL.
Yeah, you're representing that company.
Yes. So that's different. It's not just like before, like last year I was fighting for MS. Now I'm fighting for MS and Pescase.
Yeah.
That's the best scenario. So like this whole year's been a little bit different. So I've been taking training a little bit more serious, and I've split my time. So I train half the time at MPT and my other time at Boomers. and then now like I don't scalp my opponent
Yeah.
because I
You
can't.
can't. Well, it's so weird because like at the beginning of this, obviously you roped me into signing up, and then obviously you, through mostly your own fault, you're very hard to match up. And like for myself, it was probably significantly easier
Yep.
to find an opponent.
Yep.
Which ironically, Jay's an amazing coach, and he finds matchups that are fantastic.
Mhm.
And like my opponent, we are within the 10 pounds of each other. I think we're within like 5 pounds of each other,
Yep.
within 2 kilograms of each other. And our birthdays are like a week apart. So we're
That's
basically
crazy.
the same age and everything.
That's amazing.
Like he's a little bit taller than he. Anyway,
Yeah.
amazing. Shout it out. Can't give enough shout outs to him.
H2O.
H2O. Yeah. If you know, you know. But for this year, you've had like you didn't have an opponent at the beginning.
No.
So you're like, I don't know how, like, because you train harder once you know it's real.
Yeah.
And then you were like, like it was humming and hawing about you and Alcides going.
Yep.
Alcides has tons of fights. To the point where they're like, okay, this is probably not a good idea.
Yep.
Which at the same time is nice because you guys are friends.
Yep.
But then once you finally had an opponent, it all changed for you.
Yep.
So then you're like, okay, game time, lock in.
Yep.
Then I'm seeing you. I mean, I feel like the last month we really locked it in.
Yep.
And you start doing 2-a-days, focusing hard. So like, what was the thing that clicks for you?
Ooh. My diet.
Yeah.
Honestly, I changed my diet. Once I realized who was fighting, I decided to like hone down on my diet. So basically, I start the day off with 2 cups of coffee. No, honestly, start the day off 2 cups of coffee on an empty stomach.
Then a bathroom break.
Yeah, yes, and then I actually I have another drink right after that. And it's a mixture of apple cider vinegar, lemon juice, and hot water. Right?
It sounds gross.
It actually is not that bad. It's what I do, and then I'll have lunch, and then I'll start training, and then basically I'm putting myself in a deficit, but I'm just cleansing myself out, and then obviously like stop the drinking of alcohol.
Yeah.
To the point where like if I do go out with my wife, I'll have one drink and then stop.
I remember when you were like, after soccer, you're drinking wine. We're like, whoa, 1 glass of wine a day is good for you. It's like, you just played a soccer game and you're like, we'll have a glass of wine. Oh.
Yeah. So like the way I view it is I would either drink a glass of wine or I'd have 1 glass of Guinness.
Yeah.
Right? Because Guinness is technically a light beer.
Guinness is shot. It's so weird. Everyone's like, Guinness is like a meal. Like, it's not.
It's actually the lightest beer there is.
There's less calories in a pint of Guinness than there is in a pint of orange juice.
And there's more protein in it, actually.
Yeah.
So it's crazy. So yeah, so that's what I did. I trained, and then I just started training harder and just listening to people from like Mark, Tanner, Jay.
Yeah.
And
just
even
being a sponge.
Like I'm honestly, I don't. For me, what I'm training is I'm a dummy.
Yeah.
Just teach me. All right. Like
for me, most things I'm a dummy.
Like just tell me what's going on. Tell me what I'm doing wrong. Even LJ, he was one of the coaches there. He's telling me like, oh, my stance is off. I'm just gonna listen, and I'm trying to take everything that everyone says and put it together.
Yeah.
And that's how like I keep improving to the point where like last year I sparred a guy named Will, and he was caught off guard with some of the moves because like you never pulled these. So I was just like, I know. It's like I feel more natural. I lost a lot of weight. I lost about 10 pounds. 10 pounds, and I'm still trying to lose a little bit more. Even though my opponent's a little bit heavier, but I just feel more natural. Yeah, and like my clothes fit so much better, so I need to keep this weight. And like our our one sponsor that keeps showing up, the first thing he always says is he's probably gonna call the cops because my guns are always showing. So, so if other people are noticing it, then it's actually working.
Notice he never comments on my guns.
Mine are so bigger.
Well, what? You're a bigger guy. It's not my fault.
That's fair. Yeah. So yeah. So that's what really happened is that I just dialed in my diet and then started focusing on my training and hitting hard and traveling to different gyms because I've trained at a lot of gyms this year.
Yeah. Well, it's cool. Like I don't know. I feel like once you start dialing in the health aspect, it's jumping into your life more than just the gym.
True.
It's not just a go to the gym, turn it on, leave the gym, turn it off. It's no, I'm actually training 24/7. I'd say 24/7, 365, but it's like 60.
Yeah.
It's like a month.
That's the one thing that Jay was talking about. Is like he's always shocked because I'll dog it for the first 3 months, and then that last month it's like, oh, where was this the whole entire time?
Yeah, he's like, imagine if you did this the whole time.
Yeah, it's just like, well, life hits you, right?
Yeah,
there's so much things that we're doing. So from soccer to flag football to podcasting, like it's
actual jobs.
Yes.
Not that this is
like from tasting room to flightline training services. Like we're doing a lot. So like trying to find that balance.
I just forget where you actually work.
Yeah. But yeah, so no, just putting everything together.
Yeah. To health.
To health.
As I drink a beer.
Non-alcoholic. I'm looking forward to like having 2 beers after my fight. Or I'll probably stick to the diet because you never know. I might sign up for novice tournament.
That's true. That's coming up in August.
Yeah.
But everyone's gonna hear my whole story in our next episode. But you've been through this before.
Yep.
How do you handle the anxiety and the adrenaline dump that you get? Because like that adrenaline dump is a real deal.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
I didn't even think I talked. Anyway, my hands were like jittery for like the next hour after my fight.
Fair. To answer your question, I'm gonna be honest. It's my theme song. Every theme song that I play literally kind of like grounds me back to ground zero. So for my first fight, I had Meek Mill's Nightmares and Dreams. So listening to that, I got back into like my grounded place of like remembering the first time the Eagles won the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? And the feeling that I had during my walkout, I was just like reliving that moment through my head. And then last year I had one of Will Smith's new songs that he had at the time. And at that time, that song also resonated because it was Will Smith coming back out of his entanglement situation that he had to go through.
Yeah.
And like how he's kind of recreated himself after that slap. So it was like kind of his redemption song.
I gotta listen to that again.
I was trying to redeem myself after the first time because I felt after my first fight that I was cheated out of a fight.
Yeah, no, I get it.
You know what I mean? Like I trained extremely hard for my first one and it didn't go the distance. It felt good, but like I felt I had more left on the table.
Yeah.
So then I tried to go the second time and that song was like that redemption. I was trying to redeem myself. And then I did redeem myself because like I left it all on the table in the first round and put my opponent in a situation where he couldn't go anymore.
Yeah.
And it was like, that was kind of more fulfilling because like my opponent kind of was like, you know what? Thank you. You awoken something in me. I was like, actually, you awoken something in me. So this year I have a song that kind of puts everything that I've done for the past year and for my previous fights, that's going to ground me in a way that it's going to be different. When people hear it, it's not going to make sense. But for me, it does.
Yeah. That's the important thing. Like, I remember, like, even like my walkout, I'm like, the anxiety is real,
Mm-hmm.
and you just gotta think back because I was doing exactly what Heather said.
Mm-hmm.
Heather, the amazing ref,
Yep.
I
Amazing person.
amazing ref, coach, person, mom,
Trifecta.
boxer, everything.
The whole
But
trinity.
listening to it on my way to boxing every day,
Yep.
and then it just gets you. So not that it got rid of any of the anxiety, but going in and you start bumping to it, and then you're like, okay, it just gets your mind right.
Yep.
And man, I don't know how this is your third one. Hopefully for you, like because it's gonna be a totally different experience.
It's true.
But that's slightly smaller venue, which is it's gonna be an amazing show.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be different because you're like, this feels like almost a fighter's show.
Yeah.
Because you're like, you're going into the Bushido house and
Where me and my opponent have sparred.
right?
Yeah.
Because we had like Puncho was going to Bushido on Sundays.
Yep.
To get some sparring in.
Yeah.
Because
And-
obviously 16 weeks goes by real fast.
It's true.
And you get a little bit of work in. The coolest part is at the time you had no idea that was going to be the guy you were going to be fighting.
Yeah, I know. I have a video of it, and the thing is, I was trying stupid things, like I always do in sparring.
Yeah.
And that could be a reference point for my fighter, so he could be training off of that video that he has, not knowing that I was actually getting ready to train for Alcides, and I changed my whole complete style and my mentality for Alcides to go back to now fighting him. So
Yeah.
now he gets my game plan for Alcides.
So what I think is interesting, so when your opponent can see you, especially for the first fight, do you think it's better to sandbag it and let your opponent think they have the upper hand, or to show them what you can do so they have the anxiety, they're more nervous? Because if you could either go crazy, make them nervous, or you could not go crazy, give them confidence, and then shock them in the ring.
Ooh.
Because I feel like I did a little bit of that.
I've had both aspects. My first time my opponent saw me train, and then once I got into the ring, he was just like, "Oh, I didn't know you were actually hitting this hard."
Yeah.
That was the first time, and then the second time, my opponent watched my fight to end video numerous times, and I'm not saying because of that he might have got scared and was worried. I don't want to put words in his mouth. But I think I'd rather the first than the second, because I don't want you. I want you seeing me train, but then
you want to have that extra year.
Yes.
Game time.
Yeah. I'd rather that instead of my opponent knowing that I can finish you off.
Yeah.
And then train and then realize that they can't, because it allows that opportunity that I'm not good enough.
Yeah.
To give it my best. And all I'm asking for is you to give it your best, because I'm not necessarily doing it for a boxing event. I'm doing it for charity.
It's true.
Right?
And honestly, shout out to Punch Out MS.
Yeah.
It is an incredible event that they put on. Like, how often is it, like, do you get such an amazing response from the community to join, to work with an event that they have to do too? Like, that doesn't happen.
Honestly, it's true. It's true. I'll say this I've been saying it from the get-go.
I don't even know where it goes from here.
It's only up. Probably another gym starting their own.
Yeah.
For another charity event. Like, the way London is standing up,
like bigger
Budweiser, Canada Life Place. I know it as JLC. JLC, or maybe it becomes to a point where it's like some gym in London starts doing a world tour of like amateur boxers across Canada, or
That would actually be kind of cool.
where everyone then gets to connect, and then you have a showcase at either like Toronto, Vancouver, Montreal.
Yeah.
Just like, what I mean? Be able to like travel with other amateur boxers who want to make a difference in the world, and this spread out that awareness of like whether it's homelessness or MS or Parkinson's or the
Yeah.
world is like rheumatoid arthritis. Like there's so many things that people can venture out to.
But that's the cool thing. Like the way like Jay is setting this up, the connections that he's making, he probably, I don't know how his wife would feel about it, but if he wanted to do like a Canada tour and do like, okay, I do here for 16 weeks. I go there, we work with some coaches, we organize, like building, like he's built the framework.
Not just him, but yeah.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah.
The entire team has built this framework, and he's got connections at all these different gyms all over the place. Especially when you have people like Nathan doing it, whose son Cassius, who's just on the podcast, is at that national level. So they've got connections at all these different places all over the place. Like that could easily be a thing.
Everything keeps growing. So I'm looking
it snowballs.
I'm
in the right way.
I'm looking forward to the future because it's only going up from here.
Like if someone is looking and they're like, I have a cause that matters, you can find ways of raising funds, and the people will come.
Yes.
That's the thing that people need to realize.
People are always finding a reason to give back.
Exactly. Finding a reason to get off the bench. Yeah. Like everybody wants to, they just don't always know how.
That's correct.
So for us being able to talk about this and to participate in the event, I am so happy my round is done. I'm pumped to go see yours.
I appreciate that.
To see you fight.
Main event.
Of course, main event.
And I finally get the red corner.
Yeah, there you go.
I finally get the red corner.
You finally get to wear all of your red clothes that you love so much.
I'm probably not. I'm not. It's black, red.
Yeah.
Black, red.
Yeah, just make sure it's not red shorts, red.
Oh, it's black shorts.
Nice. But
I'm not going over and above. I don't know much about my opponent. I haven't had the chance to talk smack about him. Nor that I would anyways.
I mean, like the brief amount that I saw him at sparring, he seems like a nice guy.
Seems like a great guy.
Yeah.
His girlfriend was great. Like I have nothing bad to say.
It's cool that she reached out to you and was like, hey, I know you guys are fighting. Here's the footage from when you guys sparred. Which is like, that's respect.
Yeah. Well, I got the video before we were fighting.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And then she's like, oh, damn, I shouldn't have done that to him.
Oh, man. But yeah. So I got the video.
Whatever. It's great.
So obviously this comes out later, so they won't know that I changed my whole style. So they don't know. But like,
unless they listen to it the day of.
He's going to listen to his coach, though. He's going to listen to Jay. I'll see this. Because
did he change up his style? Did he not change up his style? That's the real mystery.
The only thing is I'm a big guy that fights like a little guy.
That's true. It's hard. It's hard.
Yeah, that's the one thing a lot of people say is like, stop fighting like a little guy. It's like, I'm sorry, but a lot of people I spar with are little.
Yeah, exactly. And like, you are the product of the people you're surrounded by. And if you're like, there are not a lot of people that match up with you. It's like the fight last weekend. With Brandon Smalls and Matthew Worthington.
Yes.
Matthew, for one, he's a warrior.
Mm-hmm.
But he's huge. So sparring him was like you're always punching up, and he's always punching down, not having to move as much. But he fought Brandon.
Yep.
Who is gigantic.
6'8".
Yeah, 6'8". Like,
I don't want to guess his weight.
Yeah,
I don't want to guess his weight. But
yeah, massive.
Yeah,
but like,
Big sexy.
Big sexy indeed.
Yes.
But for him having to switch up his style and instead of fighting like a big guy, fight like a small guy, it was really cool to see.
Yeah.
And he did an amazing job doing it.
Yeah. Despite the wreck at the end, he did a great job. Understandable, like he couldn't fight last year, stuck out with it for a year.
Yeah.
To then eventually show up last week and fight and he got a black eye out of it. But like, you know what, he came in and he was a warrior for MS.
Yeah.
So shout out to him.
Crazy.
Yeah.
But so you're not nervous?
No.
You're not lying like I was?
No. I don't like, and this is like, my wife can also say this, is like, I don't get nervous the same way like everyone else does. Cause like, I don't care about the impact I don't care about the outcome.
Yeah.
That much. The first time I got,
it's lucky that you're not talking shit. Cause I talked way too much.
well, if my opponent talked, then I would talk back.
Yeah.
Like, and I make subtle jabs to the coach and be like, "You're not in my corner. You know what's gonna happen." But to the fighter, like, no, it's all gonna be respect.
Yeah.
I know he's training for Quebec Open, so this is like his prelim for Quebec Open, so he can get an understanding of what type of fighters that he's gonna see at that.
Yeah.
And
get some experience under his belt.
I hope nothing but the best for him, and I hope that I allow him to give it his all for the Quebec Open. But the problem is, and I'm going to say this now, is just like, if I sense
There's blood in the water.
if there's any blood in the water, I'm a shark.
Yeah.
And I will come hunting. So shut me down. Yeah. And I feel like this guy will. I think this guy's going to give me a good challenge.
I like it. I like just seeing the card it's going to be a banger.
Yeah.
I'm so looking forward to it.
I am a little bit disappointed that I'm not fighting Alcides, but I'm also grateful that I'm not fighting Alcides because I'm not at that point yet.
Yeah.
Whether if I get there or not is a different story.
One day you got like 15 fights to catch up to him.
It's true.
As an animal.
The one thing I'll say is it doesn't matter about the experience. I'd still beat him. Yeah, I'm calling you out, Alcides. One day, once I get there, I'll be able to knock you. No,
there's a ring at MPT. I think he has keys too, so we can do that Rocky closed door session.
He could be Rocky. I'll be Creed.
Yeah, we all, I guess spoilers.
No, it's all love. It's all
just
love.
Don't fight again after that.
Yes.
Or at least have a kid first.
True. I don't make those decisions. But overall I'm just looking forward to like having a great time. And I just want to say thank you to like Jay for like reigniting that love for boxing for me, and for Brett for making me realize I do love boxing.
Yeah.
Because if it wasn't for Brett getting me into Fight to End, I would have never done a boxing event. And then Jay kind of like lit that fire for me to keep going, and it's fun. And now I got to rope you into it and got like I tell a lot of people, you need to get into the ring.
Yeah, and I'm the only one that's stupid enough to do it.
I took the opportunity for you to say no away.
Yeah.
So what's your email?
Yeah, seriously.
So I was like, what's your email? You're getting it. Because like, if I asked you to do it, you're not going to do it.
I know. You're like, sign up. They're like, I signed you up. Show up this day.
Yeah. Like before last year, the only reason why I got back into it was because my brother-in-law at the time, Luke, was like, you know what? I could do it.
Yeah.
And then I got him in.
Hey, shout out to everybody that when someone asks them to do something or tells them to do, they show up. Like that's showing up is half the battle. Like just like boxing, you may not be having the best day. Show up to training.
It's true.
Because you know what's better? You know what's worse than having a bad day at training?
Not showing up.
Yeah. Because then you're just letting yourself down. You're letting the people that are putting their effort into you.
But here's the thing. And a lot of people don't realize this about boxing is it's a team sport, right? You don't know who you're actually impacting every time you do go to class, whether you're going to class at one gym or the other. You are making a bigger impact on someone else for them to win a fight,
Yeah.
because you sparring them or you trading with them in training is making them better as
Yeah.
well as making you better.
Seriously.
And like sometimes you may get hit and get a concussion, unfortunately, and have to deal with those consequences. But now you know the awareness of keeping your hands up.
Well, yeah, true. Like, but even just like those little things, like we've all been like giving each other things you notice.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, we're at training and you're talking about like turning over your punches more.
Yeah.
Like, it's those little things that, like, obviously, once that bell rings, it's a different story.
Yes.
But it's the repetition, all of those little things, all the people you've trained with. That's what gets you prepared.
Mhm.
And then if it all works out properly and you listen to your coach, they're basically using you as a video game character.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true. So
And even for like the coaches, like that's a cool experience for them. It's like they get to box, but like they're not the one getting hit.
yeah. No, honestly, it's gonna be a great show at the Encore show. And obviously, hopefully you stay around, because if you're there for my fight, you're gonna understand what Encore means.
Do you seriously think I'd leave early?
I'm just saying, for like anyone who's listening, be prepared for
Yeah.
a good Encore, because it's gonna be an Encore show.
If anything, I'm like, nah, man, I'm the one. I show up. I show up to things.
I know.
I'm so pumped though. Hey, like even for myself, like going through that experience, one of the cool things was having you there. Like, I don't know, like for you, but for me, going in there and be like, no, I'm warming up with my boy. We're doing this. Like it was like that. My fight felt like us we're a team.
Oh, for sure. Well, like we're off the bench, right?
Yeah.
So we've as a podcast, we've been telling people to get out there, get off the bench, make an impact. And the best way I knew how is like I had to make sure that you were ready for your fight. I was in your corner just in case you needed the advice you needed from me, or
I needed all the advice.
like honestly, it's like it was just a great representation of what we've built since September to now. You get into the ring just showed that this podcast is not just about a podcast.
Yeah.
It's about way more.
Yeah.
Right. So I had to be there.
And that's exactly what it says on the back of our merch that you can buy at Milky Way Apparel.
So I appreciate that.
Little plug.
I love it. So I always got your back. So
any final thoughts on
the one thing I'll say,
what we got coming up?
I'm looking forward to a few episodes that we're gonna have. Obviously, a breakdown of your fight that's gonna get released after this.
Yeah.
Then I do have some other guests that are gonna come on that are gonna shine a little bit of the behind the scenes of Punch Out. But then
I'm looking forward to that.
I'm also looking forward to our transition moving forward after this, as we're coming to the end of like our boxing saga.
Wait till everybody gets to hear about us riding bikes.
Ooh, you know what I mean? That's it's just like we're almost over our.
We still gotta talk about doing some disc golf stuff too.
It's true. There's a lot of things that we do want to talk about to make sure that Off the Bench does stay connected within the community. Still has that, football feel as well for September. But I do think that moving forward, this podcast has dramatically changed from what we started in September.
Yeah.
Dramatically.
I had no idea what it was. We're just flying.
Yes. And we're already talking about, we're in May right now.
Yeah.
September's just around the corner. So I'm looking forward to like still giving out jerseys, but it's not going to be a TSN show anymore. We're not going to be like Stephen A. Smith and Skip Bayless and all them. Or this is us. We've finally found our identity. And if it wasn't for Jay, Brett, for Boomers, MPT, Bushido, Ring London, all these different gyms, even like BMO Center for the soccer league, fun or FFEFF, for fun flag football for everyone. Like there's so many different sports that we could definitely venture out to. I kind of do want to join a baseball league at one point. But there's also golfing season coming out. And the other great thing is we're always at Clubhouse. Yeah. Right? So
you can actually, the cool thing is like, you just listed off a bunch of sports.
You can do it right here.
You can do it all here. You can train here.
Yeah. You have the sim. You can even come here with a bunch of your people and watch the game. Like right now, we're watching Minnesota versus the Spurs round 2.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's just like you get that feel.
Unfortunately, the Raps are out.
Unfortunately. But you know what? And I'm gonna say this now, is it's very unfortunate because your opponent last week got 2 L's. He lost in his boxing match and his Raptors lost.
That's his own fault. His name is Hassan H. 2 O's. Sorry. Sorry. Sorry.
2 yeah. Yeah.
Sorry.
So yeah,
Hassan, I love you. I'm sorry.
I had to put that in there. So it's unfortunate, but other than that, I just want to thank all my friends, my family, and everyone who donated, and everyone who put their time and effort into me while I trained and get ready for a fight where I'm putting that O on the line.
Yeah,
and whether the outcome is the way I want it or not, I gave it my best.
That's what it's all about. We're in here. We're doing this to help people fight who need the help.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the people that they need it the most. We're choosing to be front and center, fighting the fight. Like we've said before, like at the end of the day, we get to step out of the ring and our fight is done.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't.
It's true.
So,
and then I also want to do a huge shout out to like Gus.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for Gus coming onto our podcast, our realization of what MS actually is, I think helped us push a little bit further and harder in our training because of what he told us on 100%. Our podcast. And for everyone that I do know who has MS,
you're not alone.
You're not alone. And I appreciate everything that you guys have done. And I'm fighting for y'all.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Fight a good fight.
Let's get off the bench.
Yeah. Another one in the books. Off the bench. London. Where life and sports collide. Let's go. If you're rocking with the show, let me hear you say yeah. Hit the like, subscribe, show the love everywhere. From the city where the fans never sit on the fence. Every week we bring the heat off the bench. If you're rocking with the crew, let me hear you say whoa. Spotify, YouTube, let the whole world know. Turn the volume up loud when the episode ends. We'll see you next week off the bench. Big love to the sponsors that keep this alive. The spots where the city pulls up every night. The clubhouse, where the game's on the wall. Cold drinks, big screens, best sports bar at the mall. Best case scenario, keep the city stress-free. If the bugs try to move in, they handle that easy. And Milky Way Apparel, yeah, you know the brand fly. Forest City pride with the galaxy style. Community strong, that's the mission. We rap from the mic to the crowd. Every episode set, so if you vibing with the stroll, don't forget what to do. Tap that like button and subscribe too. So if you vibing with the show, don't forget what to do. Tap that like button and subscribe too. Share it with your crew, let the whole city know. Off the bench, London is the place to go. Off the bench, if you rocking with the show, let me hear you say yeah. Hit subscribe now, help the movement grow here. From the bar conversations to the stories we tell. Every episode feel like ringing the bell. So until next time, keep your passion intense. From the whole team here at Off the Bench. Malcolm the Milkman, Noel. Scott the Visionary. Oh! Off the bench. episode. Oh, off the bench. Yeah. Off the bench, London. We'll catch you next episode.